Alright guys, hey, it's Marine here, bringing you something I have never done before, and not going to go into too much details right now, but it is rather exciting for me. As you can see, the map is Ensk. I am in a brand new tank to me that is the SU-152. It is Encounter, and what I'm going to do is I'm loading AP because I see Cheery, VK, SU-152, nothing heavily armored. And so I just sit here, I get my binocs up, and I was pretty much ready right away. As soon as I was lit, he was dead. So not off to too bad of a start right now. So I'm going to continue to go with AP for the moment. Again, there's nothing too heavily armored on their team that I really need that that heat, or should just go with HE. And so I'm just going to continue to be patient here. Just going to make sure that this line stays relatively clear. I can take away most of the HP, if not all of the HP of anyone who comes in this area. But I see that the Chaffee has made it pretty far forward, so I'm going to move up as well. Now you get a feeling the Chaffee's going across, and I was just a little too slow with it. That was much too unfortunate. But I go ahead and switch to HE here. Now, had I stayed with AP, I would have absolutely no issues shooting him through the stuff on cap, but I have to make sure, because it's HE, that I actually get a flush surface to shoot at. And get a nice little roll there for 447. So, a couple minutes in the game, I've taken 2 shots, I've done 847 damage. Not going to complain too much right now. So I'm sticking with the HE at this time. And I'm trying to keep an eye out. I'm worried about the MT-25 coming from behind me. And so I was hoping to ambush him here. And instead I see that the ARL has pushed forward a little bit and the Tiger 1 has backed out. And so what I'm going to do now is use the surprising mobility of this tank to try and get behind and get a shot into this ARL. That was unfortunate, a little too rushed there, but I was trying to get the side of his turret. Had I done that with the HE in this tank, I would have probably one-shot him there. And so I load AP here. I'm going to have no issues with AP penning this shot, as long as I hit him. Replay is a little bit off, but I was able to get a nice shot into him for 745. And so now I'm in a very hairy situation. I am 1v3 in the town, and I have a 14-second reload. Now he's trying to bait me into a shot, but I'm backing up, keeping an eye on my mini-map. I want to get out of range where he can prox me. And so as you can see, we're down 3-6. Bit unfortunate with that splash, but I'll take it. And so I'm going to continue to back up to try and just control the pace of this engagement. They are relatively low health, so I feel like I have a fairly good shot. And now it is 2 versus 6. Get lucky there. And I get lucky again, I was able to catch his front. Now it's 2v5. And the arrow did the right thing there, moving forward to get a different angle than what the KV or the super, oh, whatever the heck it is, the jumbo. And now I am 1 versus 5. I have 258 health. It is now 1 versus 4. And I have 225 HP left. I have 5 HE rounds. Fortunately, right now, though, I still have both my med pack and my repair pack. And so what is going through my mind right now is who can I engage and where can I engage in such a way that I can easily control the flow of the engagement. Now I know there's not a whole lot of HP on the enemy team. In fact, right now there is most of them, if I hit them with HE, are probably going to one-shot. The M6 has 25 health, S51 350, the A43 291, and the SU152 has 315. It is now 1 versus 3. And so I'm going to stay in this position until I get unlit. I believe there's a chance that the artillery could get or has changed the angle, so he may be south of me. And what you see me do here is I load heat. I'm thinking at this time that I'll probably run into the 152 next. He has a lot of flat surfaces, and so heat in this situation would probably work best for me. Now, I correctly assume that he is up here against the wall. And he was not suspecting that at all. He backs up, and I get the easy one shot. And so now I'm going to hide again. And again, just trying to stay in areas where I can control the engagement, control the areas that they're trying to hit me from. Now the A43 is very tricky. He has a 57mm gun. Oh man, 38 health. But thankfully, because I had been really mindful of my repair pack and not putting myself in a situation where I could lose that, I was able to repair. Now I'm going to change the angle of engagement once again. Now I can't dilly-dally here. I'm still worried about artillery. And so I'm going to try to back up in a way that I can safely get away from him. That the biggest risk I really have right now is artillery showing up from behind me. So I need to be careful here. And so what I assume now is that he has completely broken off engagement and is probably going to try to come this way. And so I'm just going to completely back out of that situation, and I'm going to push further south. What I feel like I can do here is poke out on this road and get off a kill shot. I'm auto-aiming here because really I just need to touch him. Now unfortunately, I missed there. This is the troll cannon. It will troll. And I see right away that the timer has gone off. So what that tells me is that the artillery is now inside the cap. And so what I don't want to do is come in through here and try to engage. I'm going to instead come around here where they will have much longer time to try to just try and engage me. So what I'm hoping is they're both looking this way or this way. Now, and I choose him first because he really is the most dangerous target. I was looking for ways to back out, and I see he comes around. Right click, left click, bam. Alright guys, here is the post-game results. As you can see, it was indeed a mastery. Of course, Fire for Effect, Duelist, Bruiser, Top Gun, High Caliber, and my first ever Calibanovs. I'm not gonna lie, that the last engagement with the 3 tanks was pretty stressful, but I was able to keep a pretty clear head about where I wanted to engage and how I wanted to engage them. I wanted to engage on my terms. In the end, I finished with 2,933 damage for a base of 1,299. Now, it's not the highest base experience, but in that 1 versus 5 situation, I only had 225 HP left. And so, really, 1 or 2 more shots, and it was game over for me. I would not have been able to carry this. And in the end, I only fired 1 heat round. I profited 27,000, even using the Prem food. And I believe I had a couple of those stirred up, but if not, I still would have made 7,000 with this engagement. Again, this was my first Kalabanovs, and it was just an absolute blast. My heart was racing. I was just absolutely thrilled to death. But I do hope that you guys picked up a little bit about just controlling the pace of engagement. I am not traditionally a very good tank destroyer player. This is pretty new to me. I don't have too many games in tank destroyers, so this has been quite the learning curve. And as you can see, I think it's paying off. But in the end, guys, this was a Master Badge, and probably the medal I will enjoy having the most in my garage. And I hope you guys certainly enjoyed it. I know I did.